So we can get started with meditation. They'll come back on or not. So take your attention inside. Oh, by the way, the Pema Chodron book is called How We Live is How We Die. And it's worth reading because here's the thing about working by ourselves, and that is it's impossible to see our shadow. Have you ever tried to look at your own shadow? That's why it's called a shadow. As soon as you turn to look, it changes into something else. And so the clues we can get about our shadow, our shadow, another way of saying that is the work that is yet to be done that we have not yet seen. So there's several ways to work on it. One of them is to go inside, especially in a moment of agitation, holding the agitation, not running from it or suppressing it or doing something to distract ourselves from it, but going directly into an agitation that we don't understand the cause of. This is the biggest invitation, is agitation that we just feel and we have no idea why. Turn toward that agitation, go inside and say, what am I not seeing? What am I missing? And then just completely open yourself to feel the source of that agitation and allow it to explain itself to you. Agitation, fear, anger, all the negative emotions can be our best teachers of the work we have yet to finish. And really, when Pema Chodron says how we live is how we die, that's what she's talking about. If we live facing our inner difficulties at every opportunity, and we regard every internal negative experience as an opportunity for our own personal growth, then we're onto something. We are grabbing onto every opportunity that appears for us to open our hearts to love. And of course, the person we have to open our hearts to love is this one, because all of this, any discomfort is about us. It's not about anybody else. It's just about our unresolved kerfuffle. And when we put a word on it like kerfuffle, that takes a lot of the harshness of our own judgment about our discomfort out of the picture, because there's nothing to judge about it. It doesn't make us wrong. It doesn't make us less than. It doesn't make us immature. It just means that we still have work to do. And so every agitation that ever appears in our field is an invitation to become a bigger person by going inside and opening to that agitation and loving it until we really get what it's about and drop it. And that will enable us to change ourselves enormously. That habit of turning toward whatever's difficult inside ourselves. So let's meditate. And meditation is the opportunity to go deeper than all of it and experience what we're truly made of. And that is pure light. So take your attention to the top of your head. And the place at the top of the head is directly above that place in the roof of our mouth where the hard palate and the soft palate meet. So generally, it's further back than we usually think with our mind. Feel into that space. And there is such a thing as a universal guru. And you can imagine that universal guru touching that space on your head. And then allow that same universal guru to touch the space in your heart. The universal guru is beyond time and space. And in invoking that, we can have a different experience right off the beginning of our meditation. Understand that invoking the universal guru, we are asking for the highest possible energetic field. Nityananda, the guru to the gurus. It's not personal, and at the same time, it is incredibly personal. When you're ready, bring your attention to your third eye. And Envision pure, milky white light. Understanding that meditation is not about going someplace, but about becoming a more refined energetic field. And now take your attention to the energy center below your belly button, bringing all your attention to this space, using your breath and holding your attention just below your belly button, creating a magnetic pull for your own frequency together. Energy follows attention. And now drop your attention to the bottom of your torso and feel where it naturally lands. Feel for the truth of that center's location in you. For Rebecca, it's actually a little bit on the front side of the vagina, not the back. For you, it may be slightly different location. Your energy will pull in a certain spot, and feel where that is for you. So we're doing things a bit out of order today. We're going to go next to the throat center. So bring your attention up and feel into the throat center. And in most people, this is a difficult place to open because it contains everything we've ever eaten and everything we've ever said. So there's a bit of a traffic jam. And we can ask to be shown how to unpack that traffic jam. If you feel blocked in your throat, you can ask, what is it I need to forgive in myself to be free, to breathe freely through this energy center? And see if anything floats up. We block ourselves with our judgment. Every time we castigate ourselves for saying the wrong thing at the wrong time and place, according to our judgment, every time we shut ourselves down for making a mistake in our speech, it all collects and adds up. We are the ones who have to grant the pardon, to reclaim our energy. When you're ready, take your attention down, almost as low as your hips, feeling for the womb chakra. It's lower and further back than we imagine. When you're ready, take your attention to your heart, right in the center of your chest. One of the questions we can ask in any energy center is, what have I been doing that closes me off to the benefits of this energy center? And then we surrender. We let go of our expectation of what we might be told and allow ourselves to be shown our work. What we surrender is our misunderstanding, our unwillingness to receive information that might cause us to change or allow us to change. When we see blockage as an invitation to relax deeper and receive, rather than a judgment on our incompetence that makes us close down further. So now, going in any order you want, take your breath into one chakra at a time. And experience their interconnectedness through the breath. However you feel guided to do this morning. The biggest way we can change the world is to find peace within ourselves. When that happens for real, our presence becomes a benefit to everyone we meet. When you're ready, stabilize your attention inside yourself and gently open your eyes to participate. Our greatest wish is that we not be an obstacle to anyone's growth, that we be helpful in sharing what we do and don't know so that you can benefit and find your own way into God. We are each unique beings. We share more than we don't. But our path is unique because our obstructions are unique to us. But going toward whatever we feel that is unresolved will bring us to greater clarity within ourselves. And it costs nothing but our attention. And our careful, patient willingness to forgive ourselves and everybody else. One thing about meditation itself is it should be something that we have great reverence for and devotion for in ourselves, because it is our way to union with God. And we're our own best friend and our own worst enemy in that endeavor. As our best friend, we bring ourselves to the cushion over and over and over. As our own worst enemy, we shut ourselves down over and over and over. We're the ones who are responsible for the cycle. And just understanding that gives us so much freedom to change. Freedom to be gentle with ourselves. And ultimately, freedom to love ourselves and everybody else in that order. Because we can't have the second one without the first. Constance, since you're the one we can see, anything you want to want to say? Mhm. And I think iPhone might be Carol. Your microphone isn't on.
Okay.
There you are.
Uh, I just wanted to share that finally, after all these years of so much pain and aggravation, as an expression of self-love, I've made a big change uh, with my family. Just, just on my part, I haven't expressed anything to them, but I feel so much lighter and I feel so much more at peace. But an interesting effect also is that my tailbone has been so sore since I've made this change. And I'm wondering if you can tell me what that connection is. I kind of have an idea, but
So of course the tailbone is the root, which is our lineage structure. And so you've made a big change in your lineage structure. And you remember the first time you did that when you got that mantra and you really hung on to it. And that's the first time your tailbone started to move. And when it started to move, you got this big lineage change. I mean, the two things are interacting. And so now you're making another big lineage change, again, the tailbone. And the, anything we say beyond this is speculation. But that we can say with some clarity. This is a lineage change, and our speculation is that when that area of the body starts to move, the Kundalini begins to waken. And the movement, because it's still restricted within the context of the change, as you work more with the chakra above it, that will begin to move the energy up and out. So that's really the place to pay attention now, is the womb chakra. And yeah, there's some stuff there. Does that make
oh,
sense?
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So feel into that, just invite it. And
It's a little bit scary to confront that for me.
of course it is. And so here are the things that we anticipate: fragmentation, so chaos and
Mhm.
sort of a mosaic of chaos. That's not your own, but it inhabits you, and you can allow it to rattle through you. It, you've been doing this work long enough to know that your body has its own governor for what it will release at a given time, and you will not be overwhelmed. You have the power, and what you're releasing is your ability to engage that power. So these are energetic releases that are making you a bigger, better, finer person. And so when you look at that fragmentation and chaos and allow it to release, because it's your ability to just sit with it calmly that allows it to release. And so you just do as much as you can, and maybe 30 seconds. It doesn't have to, it's not about, you know, this particular thing is not about intense devotion. The intense devotion is that you keep coming back to it, not that you um, stay in it for long periods of time. Does that make sense?
Yes. Is there a particular mantra that you would recommend during this time for me?
It's very interesting, but I keep coming back to Om Namah Shivaya, but really it's Namah Shivaya Om. And it's Na is the dissolution of the earth. Ma is the dissolution of the water. And the water is the emotions that connect us with everybody and everything. So this is what you're dealing with, is a lot of the emotions that connect you in a lineage way. And so when you understand that it's it's past energetic content, it's not, the only thing present tense about it is your willingness to release it. And when you move up, it will be to the fire, which is she, which is another level of dissolution. So what we're doing is we're dissolving the energies, the tensions in the energy centers through us, so that we free ourselves out the top of our head, pure rainbow light. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
So you can do the na, ma, she, vi, yeah. And we have to diffuse everything of the earth before we get to heaven. But it's not linear. It's not like that. We're working on all of it at the same time. It's not linear.
Good. Thank you.
You are so welcome. And the Om, of course, is ooh, mm.
This is so big for me, but at the same time, it doesn't feel uh, very emotional or dramatic or, all the stuff that I expected. It's so much sweeter and peaceful.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Because the sweeter and peaceful the more you do, the more you get sweet and peaceful. And it's
yeah.
not, it's, you know, and you're able to stay with yourself. It's not about going somewhere else and being someplace different. It's about being happy no matter what. I mean, it's really simple.
It does feel like I am more and more myself.
Yes. And there's so much peace in that,
Yes.
because there's not this idea that somebody's going to come tap us on the head with a feather and we're going to be enlightened. Not going to happen.
I think I've known that for a while.
Yeah, yeah, but that was a nice fantasy while it lasted.
Yes, it was. I don't know where that came from, but it was pretty strong for a while.
Yeah. And it's not that that's wrong. You
No.
know, other people can really help us to
Oh,
get
I
rid of.
believe that absolutely.
And they
You're an
can,
example of that.
well, other people can actually give us the energy to get moving too. But we have to do it. We have to face what we have to face.
You know, there's a saying in AA, it's an inside job.
Exactly. That's the truth. That's the
Yeah,
exact truth. But we can get help from the outside and we can certainly help each other. Oh,
thank you.
good. Oh, you are so welcome. I'm so delighted. So, yeah, there will be big changes in the next year that we'll be able to share. Our new class is starting with my new teacher is starting on the 29th of August. So that'll be really interesting.
Astrology teacher?
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yeah. And that will make things change really fast. I really looking forward to it.
and we'll all benefit.
Yes, that's the whole point. Yeah. Actually, that's it. Yeah. So that's pretty exciting.
Before I forget, I wanted to thank Andrew so much because he's helped me so much with this whole family issue, and he's been so kind to me and such a wonderful homeopath. So thank you so much, Andrew.
He's namasteing you with a big smile. He's I agree with you. He's unbelievably. I think he's a bodhisattva.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And he just demonstrates it all the time, and it's more refined every day. And
And lucky you.
oh, I bow to him. He's he's amazing. And thank you for our concerts. You know, we met last night and figured out a program. It's going to be really nice. We're doing a program in Washington on the 13th in Olympia, and then we're doing a different program on the 16th at the old church because we have all these things ready that we have wanted to play, and now we can do them all within a 4-day period. So we just made a lot of work for ourselves, but it will make the whole thing better.
Good.
Yeah, so thank you so much. You know, you are doing, we're terrible at selling ourselves. And so having you just contact people for us is perfect. We're so grateful for that.
Oh, my
I hope you
pleasure.
don't
My
mind
pleasure.
I hope you don't mind that I'm announcing it because
Oh, not at all. It's my extreme pleasure.
we're so grateful to you. Thank you. Mm. So I think we covered it all today.
Yep,
Are you feeling complete?
I am. Thank you so much.
You're
It's
so
been a
welcome.
beautiful morning.
Yeah, same here. Thank you so much. And I think that's Carol. Carol, we're delighted to share space with you. If you want to say anything, please do. Okay, so we're over and out for today. So much love. Bye-bye.